Hello everyone, welcome back to Miss Ming's channel. This is Miss Ming. In this video, I want to show you my morning yoga routine. Before we start, I just want to do a disclaimer. Before starting any exercise, make sure you check with your doctor and make sure that you're okay to do any exercise and physical activities. Remember, you're responsible for your own body and health. I love to start my yoga practice with a wide-legged child's pose. This pose makes me feel very grounded. From here, I love to practice my ujjayi breath. Basically, it is to inhale from my nose and exhale from my nose. And when I exhale, I constrain the air from my throat. To wake up my spine, I love to go through a set of cats and cows. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, bend, and look down. Again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. And then I love to start to wake up my shoulders, wave to the camera, lift my left arm, and switch to the right arm. Then I love to thread the needle. Basically, I thread my right arm under my body and look to the left. I can really feel the stretch on my shoulders, and then we're gonna do the switch to do the left arm. Pull back the arm, and I love to do the final stretch right here to stretch my spine again and slowly come up to downward facing dog. This is my first down dog of the day. Usually in the morning my body is very tight, so right here I love to pedal my foot. This helps especially after I run during the week or if I walk a lot during the week. Right here I really love to pay attention to my hamstring and make sure that I wake up my legs and also wake up my spine. And I love to try generously bend my knees and straighten my knees. And pedal my feet again. I love to spend a lot of time in my first down dog of the day because I love to use this time to really feel my body, connect my body to my soul. And slowly I walk my feet towards my hand, and slowly we're gonna try straighten my legs and then bend my legs. Again, straighten my legs and bend my legs. And here I can feel the tightness of my legs and my body, but that is okay. Because I have a desk job, my shoulders are always tight. So here I love to really stretch my shoulders. You can grab your elbow. You don't have to clap your hands behind your back, but if you could, this is a deeper stretch. Also, just a disclaimer, I didn't start doing yoga as like a flexible person. Really, after 2 years, I could feel the changes and transformations in my body. So if your doctor said that you have no injuries or any health issues preventing you doing yoga, I really suggest you to try it. From here, a lot of yoga teachers will do the extended mountain pose, which is to stand up, but I don't like to do that. So here I love to lengthen my spine again and do a halfway lift. So basically I'll push my palms on my legs and try to lift up and then go back to chaturanga. Chaturanga Tadasana is basically from high plank to low plank. If you can't do push-up, which I couldn't at first, really, when I first started doing yoga, I couldn't do any push-up. So you can drop a knee just like what I did, or drop the other knee, and you can just switch from here, and then go to upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. And paddle feet again, and come back, feet to the hands, halfway lift, and forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, rise up, yay, it's morning, and forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga, push up, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. To wake up my hip flexor, I love to lift my right leg, three-legged dog, and then put it in the middle of my two hands. and comes up to supported crescent. I always try to warm up my body very slowly, so I always try to do the supported poses compared to the real poses. And then I love to do a dragonfly twist because I want to stretch shoulders and revolve crescent warrior. So basically right hand on my back thigh and left hand up and then look back. And go back to Chaturanga Tadasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. My downward facing dog is the resting pose for me to reset my body, and once I'm ready, this is the left leg, three-legged dog, crescent warrior, supported crescent warrior, and inhale, rise up. Exhale, dragonfly twist. So here I lifted my back knee, right hand down and left hand up. So I want to wave to the camera to stretch my shoulders again. I love twisting poses and I love my shoulder stretches. And then inhale, come up, revolve crescent warrior. Basically, this is a very funky pose. A lot of times people get confused. I got confused all the time. And hands to the mat, high plank. Stay here, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and pedal your feet. We're gonna do the Sun A again. So inhale, small steps, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, go all the way up, reach to the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, leg in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent warrior. And now we're not supporting with our back knees, but if you need it, make sure you do that. And Chaturanga Tadasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, crescent warrior on the left. And exhale, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. If you need to modify, make sure you drop your knees, don't injure yourself. And then slowly feet to hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, go all the way up. Exhale, sit down to chair. Actually, it's not so much of a sit down, it's like a squat down to chair. Chair pose. I really love to use the chair pose to wake up all sorts of muscles on my legs. And then inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, sit down to chair. And right here, be careful, don't have your knees over your toes. You should be able to see your toes when you're squatting down to protect your knees. And I love to come to yoga squat. And basically, I have my 2 feet wide open and I squat down. This is really good for my digestive system. If you haven't been squatting this low, chances are you can't, but that is okay. A lot of times it's just a way of practice. We need to just try, and it's not about what you can or you can't do, it's about what are you working towards to. So a lot of times there are things that I can't do yet, but I can figure it out or I can work towards that goal. Even though I don't achieve it 100%, I can say that I tried. And then we're gonna do a forward fold and rise right arm and then switch to the left arm. This is another great shoulder stretch. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, look forward in between your hands. Exhale, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Okay, make sure your weights are actually on your heels but not on your toes. And then we're gonna do Chaturanga Tadasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, right leg lift. Exhale, bend your back foot and go to warrior 1. Inhale, So as you can tell, the back foot actually looks different from warrior lunge. And then exhale, interlace your hand to your back, and then humble warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. If you cannot reach your ground, that is okay. If you can't take a bind, that is okay. But you can do a half bind and then work towards your full bind. So here I love to do a bind because I want to stretch my shoulder. And then I try to straighten and bend my knees. And then we're going to come back and twist to dragonfly twist. And from here, we're going to try to press to the ground to side plank. And then flip over to flip dog. And then rise my right knee. And then come back to crescent warrior. I know it's kind of tricky right here. And then we're going to do high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Reset right here. I still have the other side. So inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, plant it to the front between my hands. And we're going to go back to warrior 1 on the left side. Make sure you're pressing on the blade edge of your back foot and try to bend generously on the left foot. And then interlace my hand between my back and go to humble warrior. Warrior 2, reverse warrior. Warrior 2, and then go to side angle. So here I want to show you how I work towards my bind. So the first thing is to thread my left hand and try to grab whatever, and basically I always grab my thigh and then bend my right arm and then I can take a bind. But a lot of times people don't have open shoulders. I would just use a towel, or in this case a stocking, and then we're going to try to work towards to shorten the distance between the two hands. At the same time we can feel the stretch because we have like a towel to help us. And then we're going to turn back to dragonfly twist. Slowly transit to side plank. Here I want to show you, before I was able to do side plank like this, I used to not be able to do that. So long time ago when I first started yoga, this is what my side plank looks like. Basically what I did is I dropped my knee and I could use my knee to support myself instead of just relying on my hand. So flip over to do a gentle back bend and then slowly flick back to crescent warrior. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go down. And then you can drop your knees when you do the push-ups. And then inhale, upward facing dogs. Exhale, downward facing dogs. Yay! Are you sweating? If you're practicing with me, I am so sweaty right now. I like to take advantage of the downward facing dog to reset my breath, to reset my foundation, and to revisit my intention of the day. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and we're gonna go to that flow again. So we're gonna go warrior 1, right side, humble warrior. Inhale, lift up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle or side angle. And then slowly we're gonna go to dragonfly twist, arm down, right arm lift. And transit to high plank on the left side. Flip dog. Flick back. Inhale, crescent warrior. Exhale, palms together and twist to the right. I love to spread my arms to stretch my shoulders and take a bind. You can take a half bind or a full bind. If you can't take a bind, you can also use a towel to help you to reach yourself. From here, we're going to twist back to low lunge and we're going to drop our knee and try to stretch our hip one more time. And we're going to go back to side angle. So left hand up and right hand down. And slowly, we're going to come back to warrior 2 to extended triangle. And here, you may not tell, but both of my legs are actually micro-bended to protect any pressure from my knees. And then we're going to go to pyramid. For pyramid, I'm really trying to stretch my legs right here, but just be careful that your back should be straightened and lengthened and you're not putting any pressure to your neck and spine. Going through vinyasa, and we're going to do it on the left side. Yay! Left leg up. And then put it in between your hands, go up to warrior 1. Going to a humble warrior on the left side. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. And then we're gonna take a bind right here. If you cannot reach your bind, you can take a towel. Dragonfly twist. Right hand down, left hand up, and then slowly go to side plank and then flip your dog. Flip back and go back to crescent warrior. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, twist. Try to straighten the back leg, and you can just drop your knee and straighten the back leg and drop your knee and try to see the stretch and where your muscle is sore. And then spread your arms and we can take another bind. It is very important to breathe through all of the poses. I think the ones that really inspire me the most in yoga is breathing. Okay, we're gonna come back and spread our arms and try to go to lizard pose and try to stretch our hips a little bit even more and drop our knees again, going back to supported crescent and try to stretch our hips again. Then we're gonna switch back to extended side angle and then inhale up to warrior 2. Straighten the left leg and go to extended triangle. And here again, try to micro bend your knees. Do not put any pressure on your joints, and that's how we protect ourselves during workouts. And then go back to pyramid and try to straighten our backs. Make sure we don't put any pressure on our spine. And go back to chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Exhale. One of my favorite yoga poses is wide-legged forward fold. So here, one trick is to make sure that your legs are actually bended so you're not putting any pressure. And we're folding from our hips, not from our backs, so make sure our backs are straight. I love to go on for an inversion for a headstand here, but if this is the first time you do yoga, please don't do this. And if you're gonna learn how to do a headstand, I really recommend you to go to a yoga teacher. Do not follow yoga tutorial online because you need someone who protects you and guides you, who looks at your poses and making sure that you don't injure yourself. There's so many variations of this pose here. So basically, you can have your left hand down and right hand lift and switch to stretch our shoulders, and then we can do a halfway lift, and then we can just slowly do a side lunge on the left and side lunge on the right. If you need extra support, make sure your hands are on the ground. Not everybody is very flexible on the first day, but there's so much more about yoga other than flexibility, so don't let it prevent you from enjoying yoga. So we're gonna go through vinyasa and go back to downward facing dog, and we're gonna breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna do it again. Inhale, exhale, child's pose. And then I usually just jump through and do some workouts on the back. Yay! Okay, the first thing I do after I get on my back is bridges. Yay! I also love to do single-legged bridges. So basically, I love to cross my right leg to my left thigh and then do the opposite. And then from bridges, I love to go to my back bend, which is wheels. Not everybody can do this on the first day, but that is okay. My husband has been working towards that. It's not just about flexibility, it's also about everything. And as we practice yoga for years, and we can see the progress, so there's nothing called I can't do it. It's more about I can't do it yet, but I'm working towards it. After doing the back bend, I love to lengthen my spine by doing this reclined butterfly, both of my feet together and knees wide. And then we're gonna go to waterfall and start our morning ab workout. So from here, I'm gonna drop one leg, keep the other leg in waterfall, and we're gonna switch. So left leg, right leg hover, left leg hover, right leg hover. You should feel it on your abs. If you don't feel it, maybe you can put some weights on your ankle. And then we're gonna do the 30, 60, 90 degree drop. So from waterfall, I drop my legs 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees and go back and then slowly drop it. The slower you get, the harder it gets. And then I love to swing my legs in circles, and this really activates a lot of different sources of my ab muscles, because every time my knees are in a different position, different parts of my abs start to hurt. And then I love to do the yogi bicycle. Yogi bicycle is different from regular bicycle, as you can tell. My knees are usually in a 90-degree angle, so my elbows do not even reach the knees, but basically everything comes from my abs. My abs are hurting a lot. And then I love to do this bicycle, and then I just flap my arms ups and down and try here. Oh, it really hurts. Alright, my hard part is officially over. So now I love to do a shoulder stand. When the blood flows all the way to my shoulder, it definitely feels so good. And then I drop my legs behind my head, and then this feels really good too. And then I love to do like different tricks and things like that and go on Deathman pose. It's also really nice. And slowly we're gonna roll back, and then we're gonna do our twist. So spinal twist to the left and arms to right, and then we're gonna switch. My legs drop to the right and arms to the left. And finally, I love to hug myself and give myself some self-love. And we're gonna go to Shavasana, which is our final resting pose. This is the time when actually I meditate for about 30 seconds. I can't meditate for too long, but sometimes in short time, when I try to not think about anything, I realize what are the emotions I have, and sometimes I even come with solutions, and sometimes I tend to accept things. I tend to become more happy after doing short meditation. After about 30 seconds to 1 minute, I love to sit up to easy sit position, palms together. Here, I want to think of something I'm grateful for. So for this particular morning, because I'm filming this video, I'm very grateful for you who are watching my videos, who are supporting my channel, who subscribe to my channel. I'm really grateful for that. I know a lot of people say it, but really, truly, I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys' encouragement and support. And finally, I like to take a final bend, and then love to stay in this bend for a long period of time, because this position really makes me humble. I don't know why. Somehow certain body poses really inspire me of certain emotions. I don't know. That's something fascinating about our own body and yoga. Finally, let's just all rise up together, and it's morning. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know in a comment if you tried yoga before and what you think of them. Alright, that's it for today. Thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Stay healthy and happy. Bye!